All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. We could ask the chambers to please come to order. We have been meeting in closed session, and we are now prepared to reconvene in this open session. And let me begin by establishing the presence of a quorum once again. Madam Clerk.
Supervisor Ellenberg. Supervisor Wasserman. Supervisor Cortese. I know. I gave you a whole new name today. Vice President Chavez. Absent. President Semidian.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you all very much. If you're able, would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led today by Supervisor Dave Cortese. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. That takes us now to item number 7, which is to consider recommendations relating to certificates of appreciation, commendation, various proclamations. I believe we have items A through E on our agenda today, and we do have a motion screen a motion panel on our screens, colleagues. So if we can get a motion, and we have a motion to approve from Supervisor Wasserman and a second from Supervisor Cortese, we will ask all 5 members to please vote on their screens. And that having been done, we will ask the clerk to please display the results overhead, and she will indicate that on a 5-0 vote, all of those items have been approved. That takes us then to item number 8, which is to actually present some of those commendations and proclamations. And I'm going to have the privilege of starting off, colleagues, and then I will turn to Supervisors Ellenberg and the county executive for some subsequent opportunities to present. But I'm going to make my way down. And I'm going to tell you all that it is my pleasure today to recognize Hortensia Herrera with commendation for her retirement after 31 years of extraordinary service to the county. Could we please give her a welcoming, warm round of applause? Brief moment of anxiety that you weren't going to make it. So let me just welcome Hortensia and say thank you. And just by way of background and to put this into some context, Hortensia Herrera joined the office of the clerk of the board as a board clerk 1 on June 8th in 1988. And over the course of these years, she has served as the deputy clerk for a variety of boards and commissions, and has served as a hearing clerk for the Assessment Appeals Board since 1988. Is that right? Every single year? Yes. And is everybody who comes to Assessment Appeals Board happy about being there?
Not everybody, no.
Not everybody, no. All right. Well, you can see with a tactful answer like that why she has been successful in these challenging duties over the years. I should tell you, over the course of her career, Hortensia has already been recognized with, back in 2008, the Above and Beyond Award, 2007, the Outstanding Team Award, 2007, also a Customer Service Award, back in the 90s, 1996, Clerk of the Board, Employee of the Year, and I think on 2 occasions, Best Attendance Award, and to sort of keep coming every single day and providing that public service is really quite extraordinary. I want to underscore the public service part because throughout her years of service, Hortensia has been known to be just sort of exemplary in promoting and providing customer service with professionalism and demonstrating the county's core values in terms of ethical conduct, honesty, integrity, respect for other people, even in difficult circumstances, and fostering collaborative efforts to achieve the county's mission. So all of that would be more than enough to be worthy of a moment's recognition. But one of the things that I think it's easy to forget is that every one of the 20,000 people who works in this county has a life, is a real person. There's someone else there besides the public-facing person. And so we should note, as we congratulate and thank Hortensia, proud grandmother of 2, Andrew and Amy, loves to spend time and play with them. Health buff who enjoys hiking and a champion of healthy eating, lots of fruits and vegetables. The spirit of Supervisor Yeager lives on. Proud wife of an engineer, Oscar, and the mother of 2 engineers, Oscar and Alex, and the mother-in-law of a teacher, Mary Lou. She's been the lead in a Bible study group that meets on the 4th floor here in our buildings on Thursday. And we have a commendation that I'm about to present. It has a great many whereases and therefore be it resolves. But what it can't say really well enough is thank you so much for who you've been and what you've given over 31 years. What would you like to say to your peers on this occasion? Hortensia?
I want to say that it's been a pleasure working here for the county, and I have met a lot of wonderful people, and I know that I will take those relationships with me. Those people will remain in my heart, and I want to thank my husband and my sons who are sitting up there. So thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. We're going to turn our backs on you for just a moment so that we get a photo. Thank you. And we're going to make this a little longer than usual. I'll explain why in just a minute. Hortensia, would you turn around and hold that? Yes, let's get everybody up. Thank you. Oh. To my colleagues, I'm going to ask if we can get Hortensia's family to come up and join us for this photo as well. Husband and sons, please, come on up. And Hortensia, as they make their way up, the question I have to ask myself is how can we make this a particularly special picture? And the answer is for me to get out of the photo so it's just you, your husband, and your sons. Go to it. I'll serve as art director. One more time, thank you. Supervisor Ellenberg, I believe you're up.
I forgot the commendation. Laura, want to come up and join me? It is an honor to get to honor you today. Laura Bernetto is retiring on June 28th, 2019, after serving the county of Santa Clara for 29 years, which apparently is old news this afternoon. Laura began her career with the County of Santa Clara on March 26, 1990, as a clinical nurse 3 at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center in labor and delivery, planning and coordinating care for high-risk patients, acting as a shift charge nurse, and preceptor to new graduates and experienced nurses, and chairing the Labor and Delivery Emergency Committee. Laura transferred to the Public Health Department in 1993 as a Public Health Nurse 2, where she planned, coordinated, and provided case management, consultation outreach, and generalist public health nursing services in a variety of program areas across the age continuum. Laura also worked as a childbirth educator from 1998 to 2000 at El Camino Hospital, teaching childbirth preparation, infant care, CPR, breastfeeding, and infant care classes. She was promoted to Public Health Nurse 3 in 1999, serving the county as site supervisor for Nurse-Family Partnership, providing clinical leadership to nurses and coordinating with Raising a Reader program in order to provide a book exchange program to home visiting clients, and wrote an intensive home visitation grant for First 5 Santa Clara. You're just ringing all my bells here. How does this work? Laura was promoted to Public Health Nurse Manager in 2004, where she managed regional services and multidisciplinary professional and paraprofessional staff. She was promoted to Interim Director of Nursing in 2012 and to Deputy Director of Public Health Nursing Services in 2014, serving the Public Health Department and the county in numerous different areas, providing skilled leadership and working with staff, clients, managers, and other leaders, always with compassion and caring, and truly leaves a legacy of dedicated service to your friends, coworkers, colleagues, and the residents of Santa Clara County. And it is my honor to share this commendation with you today. We'll do the same flip around thing. Everyone will come down. Let your family out and sit back. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. I have really appreciated the time I've worked at the county, and especially working in public health. I do think public health is a calling, and I'm very fortunate to work with an excellent executive team, my branch, the managers, all the staff, so I really appreciate it. And I also wanted to thank my family also for coming today. My husband, my son, and my 2 nephews are here, so thank you.
Why don't all the family members come up so we can do a picture as well?
Congratulations once again. Dr. Smith, I believe we turn next to you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the honor of presenting 2 commendations. Victor Barajas, please come up here and join me with a round of applause. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Read a little bit about you. So Victor has been with the county for 33 years. And he's retiring as the Fleet Maintenance Supervisor in Fleet Management. Congratulations. He began his career with the county in 1986 as an entry-level technician with fleet management and lived underneath the parking lot over here. Probably many of you don't know that that's where we used to have our fleet and facilities structure. I think now we've turned it into evidence locker for the DA. But it's underground over by the sheriff's office. But we finally graduated out of that, and now he's over on Junction and in a nice new building. He worked hard to become a journeyman auto technician and eventually lead mechanic. He spent many, many hours working on standard old gas and diesel cars and trucks. Now he's keeping our electric, ecology-minded vehicles going, and we will miss him for that as we expand our fleet into the ecological field at this point. And after passing countless tests, he became certified as an automotive service excellence master technician, which is a huge deal, and ultimately was promoted to fleet maintenance supervisor. We will miss Victor after 33 years, and we're trying to convince him to stay on for another 30. But a big round of applause for Victor. And I think we have some family that come on up.
Yes, we're coming.
I don't think anybody's proud of you and your family. Come on up. We'll get pictures. Just pull on it. There we go. So we'll get you to stand in the middle. Family around the side. Over here is fine too. We'll get pictures.
It does say it on there. Up on number 9, it just said accommodation. So I wanted you to know that was my presentation. But you've got it there on the screen. It doesn't show anything.
Take care. You're always welcome back. Next, I also have a commendation for Angie Desai. Angie. Hi, Angie. Congratulations. There we go. Right here. So Angie will soon be retiring after 30 years of faithful service. She's retiring from the finance agency, Department of Tax and Collections. However, she's worked basically all over the county. She began her career with the Department of Revenue in 1989 as an account clerk. And in that capacity, she was sure that all the court-ordered victim restitution payments were processed correctly and that all the clients got what they deserved. Angie was next promoted to payroll lead in 1990 at the office of the sheriff, where she worked for 9 years, and she administered payroll to all of those employees. Due to her great leadership and knowledge, she was promoted to supervising cashier back at the Department of Tax and Collections in 1999, and she was also promoted to many supervisor positions throughout the county. Those promotions were accomplished because Angie has received quite a bit of commendations for her recognized performance, her exemplary customer service, her subject matter expertise, and her leadership skills. And over the years, she's been recognized as an advocate for the collection of debts that are owed to the county. Thank you very much. And we've promptly spent them.
That's what it is for.
That's what it's for. Over the span of 30 years working for the county, Angie has demonstrated all of the core values of the county, including ethical conduct, honesty, integrity, respect for others, and collaborative efforts to fulfill the county's mission. Angie's looking forward to spending time with her husband, and she's committed to give back to the community by volunteering for many projects. We thank you very much, Angie, for all of the time and effort you put into this. Thank you. You have family? We also have family. Your husband, come on forward with flowers.
So now you make all the other husbands look bad. Way to go. Okay. All right, not every day.
Thank you. Congratulations. Even though you made us look bad as husbands, that's okay.
All right.
Good job, Angie.
Folks, we just got to say thank you for well over 100 years of service to the county. Could we say thank you one more time? Thank you. And now that takes us to item number 9 on our agenda, which is the opportunity for me to call on Supervisor Wasserman, who wants to present certificates of commendation for the 2019 Sodexo Future Chefs Challenge.
Thank you, President Simidian. And I'd like to ask the Sodexo Future Chef finalists, Rayan Garcia, and the Sodexo representatives, Nalani Battaglia and Carice Glizia, and Gilroy Unified School District Representative Jerry Sadler from Food Services Supervisor, and Melanie Corona, the Public Information Officer, and from Rebecca Children's Services, Chef Carlos Pineda, and his assistant Andrew, to join me at the podium. There we go. Sam's here. Gene. Good. And I had not introduced Sam Bozo and Gene Sakahara as well, so thank you for coming up here at the same time. I didn't have that on my front part of my notes. So let me grab. All right, big guy, come on up here with me. So Sodexo is a school nutrition partner to more than 425 school districts throughout the United States. It's taken a special interest in advancing childhood nutrition, health, and well-being. Are you hearing that, Supervisor Yeager? All right. The Sodexo Future Chefs Challenge, now in its 9th year, was created to get students thinking about making healthy food choices while also encouraging them to be active and creative in the kitchen. Gilroy Unified students joined over 2,700 other students representing more than 1,400 Sodexo, I'm saying that, Sodexo. Sodexo, there we go. Served school sites in 30 states nationwide. Over 21 elementary school students submitted healthy Mexican-inspired recipes, and the 8 best were selected to participate in the district-wide finals event on March 6, 2019. Finalists prepared and presented their creations before being assessed on criteria including originality, taste, kid-friendliness, and use of healthy ingredients. Chef Carlos Pineda, a graduate of Gilroy High School himself, and a former Sodexo Scholarship recipient and the 2017-18 winner of the Gilroy Garlic Festival's Garlic Showdown. Was on hand to assist and guide the contestants. The winning dish came from Julia Finucane, a fifth grader at El Roble Elementary. Her creation was black bean and sweet potato taquitos, won over the judges and local culinary legends Sam Bozo and Jean Sakahara to claim the top prize. Unfortunately, she's not able to join us here today. However, the second place title went to Rayan Garcia. A fifth grader for just 4 more days at Rod Kelly Elementary School. He made quinoa enchiladas. See? It's an advantage of doing this right before dinner. He also received the trophy for least food waste. The third place title went to Kevin Carrillo, a 4th grader at Elliott Elementary School, who also was unable to attend today. And I'm now going to turn things over. Rand, should we turn things over to the chef? Okay, we're going to turn things over to Chef Carlos.
All right, so I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out today, and thank you to Mr. Wasserman for inviting us out today. My title at Rebecca Children's Services is a program manager for the Culinary Academy and Needed Bakery, where I teach disadvantaged youth ages 15 to 25 job skills, life skills, and culinary skills. We've been in place since 2009, and our main focus is to teach these individuals the sustainability of themselves, how to get farm to table in their families and their homes, as well as how to grow locally and in their backyard so they can help feed their families. Growing up in such a huge invested area of agriculture, our main focus is to grow our products in our own backyards and, work with the individuals and the products to kind of, build that healthy lifestyle. So that's where we kind of got into the whole Sodexo thing. So being a graduate and a recipient of the scholarship Sodexo, I see the full circle, and I hope Rand also sees a full circle in the future. So thank you again for having us. And as Wasserman would say, go Dubs.
There you go. Hey, exactly. So one more round of applause for Rand. Good job, big guy. Let's come around.
Now, I'm hoping there's one good one out of all of this, everybody. So, all right, we're good to go. Congratulations. It only takes one.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Supervisor Wasserman, let me say thank you very much. And as you come back to the dais, let me call on Dr. Smith, who is going to present our civic certificates of appreciation to the Employee Excellence Award honorees for this month, June of 2019. Dr. Smith, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. Now we have the finale here. We're going to give away awards for some of our excellent employees. These are the June Employee Excellence Awards. And there are 9 individuals who are going to represent the 22,000 other employees that do such a fabulous job for us every day. So with those 9, please join me up here on my right and my left in the chairs, and everybody a round of applause. Two more over here. There's one more there. Great. Well, thank you very much. What we're going to do here today is I'm going to call your name, and you're going to come up here and stand next to me, and I'll read a little bit about you that your supervisor gave me, and then we're going to all scream and yell and clap and be happy. And we're all going to be excited by these stories because every month I get the pleasure of reading these stories, and every month I'm totally impressed by how great our employees are and what a great job they do. So after I get done embarrassing you a little bit, we're going to turn you over to the president, who will give you your awards, and then come back to your chair. And after that, when we're done with everyone, we'll scream and yell some more and take pictures. Okay? Tina Purpura. See, the clerk of the board's office hears me every month say this, so that they're following through. Good. Tina is a board clerk 1. She has been with us for 2 years. And in that 2 years, she's demonstrated great leadership skills as a member of the Special Operations Team within the Board Operations Division of the Office of the Clerk of the Board. The Special Ops Team manages the processing of all ledge files and corresponding documents that are placed on the board's agendas every other week. Tina is an effective team player and does not hesitate to take charge as the lead when circumstances warrant. If you get here about a half hour early every meeting, you'll have her telling me what to do. As a volunteer member of the safety team, Tina has taken a leadership role by reviewing procedures, updating supplies, making sure that all safety equipment is maintained in accordance with regulations. She's a natural leader and takes the initiative to get the job done. She's always ready to lend a helping hand despite how busy she is, and she's an exceptional employee with positive attitude, boundless energy, and she's exhibited that by her ongoing volunteerism with the Florence Commission on weekends. Tina is grounded and unflappable, even in the most stressful situations. She's a consummate professional and an excellent representative of the Office of the Clerk of the Board and the county as a whole. Thank you very much, Tina. Dolores Hernandez. Dolores is the lead Office Specialist 3 at the county's Reentry Resource Center, right across the way here in San Jose, has been with us for 2.5 years. Seeing approximately 100 patients or clients per day, Dolores' friendly and welcoming reception allows her to build trust with individuals who are seeking service at the RRC. This is vital to the reentry journey, as these individuals are often nervous and overwhelmed by the many things that they've gone through, including incarceration. Dolores understands the complex situations that these individuals face and makes it a point to greet everyone with a smile, remembering their names and explaining the processes and procedures so that they will understand. She takes initiative to ensure that clients are receiving the appropriate services, and she encourages clients to ask for what they need. Dolores is always flexible and realizes that the reality of people's life situations does not always lend itself to regimentation. Dolores has a great rapport with everyone in the RRC, including law enforcement and our county departments and community partners. She understands the value and the impact of the RRC and how it can change people's lives. Dolores never hesitates to jump in and assist with a Spanish translation or whatever she can do to help. Because of her work ethic and integrity, she's a go-to person and a wonderful asset for the office as well as the entire county. Congratulations, Dolores. Priya Cheruku. Cherokuru. Sorry. Priya is a model public servant. She's always conscientious about everything she does. She works with the stakeholders in planning projects in fleets and facilities and has been with us for 13 years. She's constantly striving to improve herself, help her co-workers, and inspire the county to do a better job. Since coming to work with the fleets and facilities about 5 years ago, Priya has helped develop a more comprehensive and long-term capital improvement project so that the county can better plan for the development of new facilities. Also, she brought the process of service model and operational planning to many key departments so that we can enable those organizations to deliver services efficiently now and in the future. Priya takes the initiative to learn new skills by attending county classes and workshops, and she inspires her coworkers to do the same. She is a joy to work with. She always has a contagious smile, has a great personality, and lightens up the room with her enthusiasm and energy, and we all know that she knows exactly what she's talking about. In her personal time, Priya volunteers with the city of Santa Clara and helps her parents run a school for underprivileged children in India. Her hobbies include traveling, volunteerism at her kids' school, and dance choreography. She's a very proud mom of 2 bright and talented children, and she's happily married to the best man in the world. Congratulations. At least he's the luckiest in the world to be married to Priya. Michael Amaro. Michael is a deputy district attorney with the Office of the District Attorney, has been with us for 10 years. He has been assigned to the homicide team for the last year and a half. During this time, he has consistently surpassed the high standards expected of all the DA's trial attorneys. In court, Michael successfully prosecuted 3 challenging cases involving particularly vulnerable victims. In People versus Shamal, the defendant drove while under the influence and crashed his car, injuring 4 people, one of whom died. In People versus Zumini, the defendant shot and killed his father during an altercation outside the father's house. In People versus Gonzalez, the defendant punched to death a 65-year-old disabled man. Michael continues to distinguish himself as an extremely hardworking, conscientious, and intelligent prosecutor who handles tough cases with tenacity and professionalism. He is a supportive team member. He always maintains his composure despite stressful circumstances. As a 4th-generation resident of the county, son and grandson of San Jose police officers, Michael demonstrates his commitment to serving and protecting their community every day. His dedication to public service and his seeking of justice are assets to the District Attorney's Office and the entire Santa Clara County community. Congratulations. Very good job. That's strong work. Michael Fernandez. Michael's a storekeeper in the Social Services Agency and has been with us for 4 years. As a storekeeper in the SSA Furniture Warehouse, Mike is an integral part of the Central Services staff and is involved in a large number of work requests. Mike's role is vital and helps to ensure that SSA staff gets what they need when they need it so they can conduct business as they need to. With responsibility for the inventory of the warehouse, Mike takes pride in the condition of the space and the items that he prepares for distribution. His top-notch organizational skills and attention to detail are obvious to anyone who visits the warehouse. Mike interfaces with a variety of county staff and vendors. He takes time to listen and assist them in finding solutions. He's well respected by his colleagues and other SSA staff and is consistently willing to go above and beyond duty. Excellent communication skills and a friendly demeanor punctuate Mike's skill set as a valued staff member. Outside of work, Mike enjoys attending concerts, custom painting his autos, and spending time with his family, particularly a 6-month-old American bully puppy. Congratulations, good job. Strong work. A bully puppy. William Hung. William's a pharmacy tech with Santa Clara Valley Health and Hospital System, has been with us for 11 years. William plays a vital role in the Central Fill Pharmacy, a high-volume, fast-paced pharmacy filling more than 3,000 prescriptions per day for 10 outpatient pharmacies. Michael always provides meaningful and valuable suggestions to improve operations, achieve cost savings, and increase productivity. His 11 years with the county have been dedicated to the Central Fill Pharmacy. He stepped into the role of system administration technician in December of 2017 after a sudden vacancy. Whenever operational issues arise, William takes the initiative to collaborate with contractors, facility staff, and IT teams to resolve the problem. He's innovative and cost-conscious. For example, when a vendor was going to charge more money to make a change on printing, William was able to come up with an alternative solution and save the county more than $10,000. Good job.
Thank you.
He conscientiously searches for techniques to develop best practices so that tasks can become accomplished more efficiently. William also readily shares and imparts his knowledge and skills to his teammates. Staff respect William for his strong operational knowledge and for his work ethic. In his spare time, William enjoys playing badminton, brewing beer, cooking, hosting get-togethers with his family and friends, and he loves traveling to Taiwan and Thailand to see his mother and family. Congratulations. Thanks very much. Efren Reyes. Hi, Efren. Efren has worked for the county for 25 years, including 12 years as the PMM System Administrator in Technology Services and Solutions. He's an EPIC Application Coordinator for the last 2.5 years. On January 2019, when VMC was in dire need of an expert project manager for the implementation of the PMM system for O'Connor and St. Louis, Ephraim gladly took the challenge and volunteered himself to temporarily be loaned to TSS from TSS to VMC. His efforts have benefited the county health system and ensured all supply orders for the 2 hospitals were transmitted through PMM electrically to vendors starting day 1 after the closing. Efren has done an exceptional job in leading the implementation project and coordinating TSS infrastructure and interface teams with finance, procurement, and vendors to successfully build, populate, and deploy the materials management information system for the new county hospitals on a 6-week project timeline. That was pretty hard to do. An implementation like this normally takes 90 days. To complete it in 6 weeks, Ephraim worked a lot of long hours and led the team addressing many challenges. He demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to public service and has an immense amount of respect from everyone who he works with. Ephraim has been married to his wife Gina for almost 17 years. They have 1 daughter. In his personal time, he likes to spend time with his family, his dogs, and his church family. When not at work, he can frequently be found outdoors doing hobbies like auto repair, woodworking, bike riding, or some other kind of home improvement. Congratulations, good job. That was really amazing that you guys could pull that together. Thank you very much. Jeremy Selbach. Jeremy is an animal shelter supervisor with SEPA, has been with us for 11 years. We're going to break ground on the new shelter.
Yes, we are.
In the next
Super
few
excited.
days. In 11 plus years, Jeremy has directed his passion and drive to a variety of roles, from kennel attendant to the current job of interim shelter supervisor. He quickly earned the reputation for his hard work and dedication. Jeremy's creativity and drive had helped him produce key innovations to improve workflow and the overall experience for the animals and their adopters. In 2018, county's animal shelter had one of the highest live release rates of any shelter in California. A great testament to Jeremy's resourcefulness with 3,600 animals taken last year. Good job. Jeremy recently spent 6 days in Chico where some 800 displaced pets and other animals were housed after the fire. Some were hurt in the fires, others were in shock, but all were tired, hungry, and in need of love. And as an example of his passion, he told Cron News, quote, "My part was taking in animals from the evacuation team or from the owner and trying to care for them. Seeing the reaction from the dog and its owner after being separated for several days brought me to tears." The dedication, leadership, honesty, and integrity that Jeremy demonstrates on a day-to-day basis helps to foster trust and respect among all of the staff, the volunteers, and the community that they serve, as well as the animals that we care for. In his spare time, Jeremy enjoys cross-fitness, spending time with his family and dogs, and his dogs are Annie, Gracie, and Daisy. Is that right?
That's correct.
Congratulations, Jeremy. Albert Eichen. As principal construction inspector with Roads and Airport, Albert's primary role is to develop, train, assist, and supervise senior construction inspectors. In addition to these functions, Albert has assumed the role of job order contracting liaison, working directly with the job order contractors to carry out maintenance and repair projects for the department. In this JOC liaison role, Albert has repeatedly demonstrated exemplary public service. The 2017 storms caused significant damage to numerous county unincorporated roads, resulting in landslides and road closures, among many other problems. Albert, working cooperatively with the department's engineering staff and 2 separate JOC contractors, was able to coordinate and provide effective project control in delivering and completing 20 of these emergency repairs. On recent emergency sinkhole repairs on the Montague Expressway, one of the busiest expressways in the county, Albert worked cooperatively with the contractors to construct logistics and engineering, contract logistics and the engineering staff to repair the hole quickly with minimal disruption. Albert continues to refine and improve the JOC process to make it more efficient and effective. He's been building bench strength by providing professional development opportunities to his staff, thereby creating a pool of qualified candidates for future promotional opportunities. Through his professional demeanor and actions, Albert exemplifies ethical conduct, commitment to customers, and leadership that the county can be proud of. Great job. Thank you very much. Again, I'm amazed by everybody, all the great stories and all the great work that everyone does. Without these 9 people and 22,000 others, the county couldn't function and the people in the county wouldn't receive the services that we provide, which hold the fabric of society together. So a big round of applause for everybody. And we're going to turn our backs to you while we take lots of pictures, but you're welcome to clap and yell and scream. Just don't throw anything.
Without objection and hearing none, we are adjourned until tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. in these chambers. Thank you all and good evening.